Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and we give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on this bull run. Now, a lot of you don't know, but I used to work for Bear Stearns way back in the day, so I've been behind the scenes of Wall Street. Now, I've sat at the desk of some of the most powerful hedge funds traders in the world at that time, and I watched how they manipulate retail, and I understand how they think. They're called smart money, and retail is called dumb money. Now, I say that with love, not looking to insult anyone, and they mainly are smart money because they have so much money they can manipulate the markets, plus they have a lot of strategy, but they have the inside track, so they know what is happening way before we do. But guys, you need to understand how they think, and you'll be able to capitalize and make a lot better decisions. And they just showed one of their typical plays that you'll see time and time again, and you really need to understand this. And it's going to help you if you follow along and understand what I'm trying to show you in this video. It will help you in the future when you see things start to pump out of nowhere, and you'll understand what the FOMO is doing and how the whales created that, and then what's coming next. Well, just like with Avalanche, you had a massive pump. Well, you're going to have a pretty good pullback. Now, it's not going to go back to probably all-time lows for this bear run or anything like that, but I just want to show you what just occurred, what I think is about to occur, and if you want to dive into Avalanche and start stacking, guys, I think the whales are going to let you in. Now, they may not be at the lows that you want, but guys, we are so early, and there's plenty of opportunity in AVAX. And I'm going to just touch base on how AVAX might be one of the best layer ones if you want to build your portfolio around its ecosystem. And we're going to touch base on that, but I'm going to make a full video in the future. So if you think you have an interest in that, make sure you subscribe. All right, guys, let's dive into what made Avalanche pump. And I know a lot of people think, man, I should have got in, but it's been bleeding all year because they have been diluting the supply. Well, now we're getting toward the end of the year, and the smart money, the early investors, the developers, the foundation, all those people, they want to make some good profits to start this bull run and the halving. Well, there's a big unlock coming. See, no one talks about that, right? But it matters. They're about to dump a huge amount onto their community. And that's not a bad thing. It's fully posted. Everyone knows it's coming. But think about the manipulation, guys. Right behind what Solana just did, they just got positive news after positive news after positive news, and the retail FOMO'd in, and Avalanche started to pump. What do you think the smart money is doing? They're peeling off a little bit of their portfolio because they can't dump. They don't want to dump it hard, but the FOMO, if you FOMO'd into Avalanche, you're their liquidity, and they're about to take some profits. They're already taking profits. Now, check this out. The reason Avalanche has pumped, not a whole lot changed, but they got a lot of great news. JP Morgan announced a partnership with their Onyx private blockchain for tokenized assets. Right behind that, another major investment firm, basically Republic, came out and said the same thing. And they have a partnership. Then they have a project that is dealing with ordinals type. It's an ordinal type project that is on Avalanche, and I don't really understand it and didn't have time to take a look at it. But guys, they just got a bunch of news out of nowhere. Now, the project rallied, Avalanche rallied, but now look. Guess what's about to occur in a day and a half? They're going to dump $224 million worth of supply. And then most people don't understand this, but look at this, guys. You got two types of supply increases. The cliff unlocks, which is the $225 million that's about to flow into it, but they dump over 2 million a day, guys. So that's why in a bear market, it's hard for Avalanche to maintain any type of pump. So I believe that you're going to have a pretty good pullback. I think it's been up to as high as 24. I'm going to take a look at the chart, and let's take a look at it, guys. This is the 1 month. So yeah, we had this big run up. Now I want you to look at where we're at now. See, this was the typical chart, and then it exploded. Okay, it ran up to 24, but now look at it. It's starting to build this down to sideways channel. And look at this. It touched here, 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 and now it's right there. Now, if the token unlock wasn't about to happen, I would be looking to maybe even buy this breakout. But my guess is, and I could be wrong, guys, because they're so good at manipulating, they could just run this thing out of nowhere and no one, just because they have an unlock doesn't mean they have to sell it. But think about it, guys. If you were down in here and now you're up here before the bull run really starts and you take that type of profit, I'm guessing we're going to come back down to here, at least break, say, 19. And if it breaks there and closes below there, I would think we're going at least to here or here. So it wouldn't surprise me to get to $18 or all the way down to about around $16, a little bit above. And if you're bullish on Avalanche, that would be a great entry point. But now, guys, for the people that think, oh, I missed it, and the bull run has started, hey, I'm not even going to go there. If you believe the bull run started, hey, I kind of do too. But I just want to bring something to your attention, that this is nothing special. This move for Avalanche hasn't got me excited at all. I believe it is created for the smart money to get some liquidity and take some profits. Now, I want you to look at the big picture, guys. When I say you haven't missed anything, and that maybe Avalanche isn't really in a bull market. Now, it may have found its bottom, but I want you to look at something, guys. And I can't draw that, or I would have on TradingView, but you look at this, guys. We have already been higher in the last 2 years. That was not the bull run. People thought it was. FOMO'd in. That was liquidity. Did it again. Did it again. This is the 4th time, guys. I want you to look at this. If you could, I wish I could draw that. But look at that. If y'all can see that, guys, that channel has been there for 2 solid years. This is hasn't been a breakout at all. We've been there 4 times. So my guess is that with this token unlock coming, Avalanche is going to pull back hard, just like that channel tells you right here. And I wish I could draw that up better. Anyway, guys, here's one other thing I want to mention about Avalanche. You know, Avalanche's ecosystem is pretty substantial, and tokenized assets, and you know, you're going to have DeFi, you're going to have meme coins, gaming is going to be big. And here's what I'm going to make a video and talk about this, and just hear me out if you're bullish on AVAX. You know, part of building a good diversified portfolio is you want to be in different sectors, but it's hard to keep up and with all these thousands of tokens. And, you know, it's easy to get the FOMO, But I really believe, guys, a simple way to create a portfolio, for example, if you say, look, I'm going to build a $10,000 portfolio. AVAX, for instance, and this is just an example, is going to be, say, the solid piece, the bigger part of my portfolio. Let's just say 3,000-4,000 of it, right? And then you're going to buy like Beam, and then you're going to buy the what is it, Bonk, I believe, or that may be Solana. I get them confused. Meme coin. You're going to have different coins inside that ecosystem that you are familiar with. So you don't have to follow Solana's ecosystem. You don't have to follow HBAR's ecosystem or Cosmos. Because here's the deal, guys. When DeFi starts to rock, the DeFi inside AVAX is going to rock, inside Ethereum is going to rock, Cosmos. Same with meme coins. One meme coin takes off, they all take off. And that is a really good way to structure a portfolio. And me personally, I believe that gaming is going to be huge. And there's a good chance that gaming, AI gaming, and metaverse is going to lead this bull run. And you're going to have some of all of that inside of AVAX. So it might be something just to take a look at. Like I said, I'm going to make a big video, full-length video talking about that in the future. And guys, it is go time. Whether we are truly in a bull run or we're bouncing off the bottom or whatever we're doing right now, it is go time. And if nothing else, it's time to pay attention and get a game plan. Now, I do coaching. I'll leave a link down below. I'm not going to really dive into that. But guys, whether you want coaching from me, get a mentor or get a game in place, do your research, and get to the point where you have a strategy to take profits. And don't FOMO in, and definitely don't believe in the FUD or the FOMO. Have a good plan in place for this bull run. And for guys, I just want to say this, for whatever it's worth, something for you to think about. A lot of people want to go ahead and set a dollar amount, or when it gets to 10x, or when it gets to $30, or when it gets to $100, whatever project it is, that's the way they think. Well, guys, that's how you get wrecked. Now, you may luck up and be one of the 5%, 3% of people that lucked up, but you need to have a plan, in my opinion, the dollar cost average out. Now, I'm going to just use XRP as an example, and a lot of people think it's the SEC, but it doesn't matter. But in the last bull run, everyone was talking, $100 XRP, just like they are now, $1,000, etc. And no matter what, people thought it would make at least an all-time high. Well, it didn't even get in the ballpark. So think about the people that didn't take any profits, didn't take their initial investment out, which I do after a 3 or 4x every time. But if they would have been peeling off those profits, yeah, they would have got stuck maybe owning 30-40% of their tokens and maybe could have dumped those and saved their account. But no, they woke up one morning and it's not going to make an all-time high, and that big pullback was game over, and it pulled back and pulled back. So now they've been owning XRP for what, 5 years now, 4 or 5 years, trying to get back to where they purchased it. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. And I know I'm rambling on that, but guys, if you don't take profits, you'll become the prophet. And anyone telling you to hold these projects like they're stocks for 10 years, guys, you need to think long and hard. Here's one thing I see, and I'm going to let you go. Corporate America is coming for crypto. All of it. Every bit of it that they can take, they're going to take. And they're already about 65% in with their inroads and their game roadmaps and their game plan. Guys, they are going to control DeFi. They are going to control the metaverse. They're going to control gaming. They're going to control custody. They're going to control staking. They're going to control it all. You know, I hear a lot of times, like, I own all the banking tokens, and I'm working on swapping those out. But that banking reset, yeah, the banking tokens will do fine. They may give you a 10x, 15x, maybe even a 20x. But they're not even going to be a big player. The legacy banks got it covered. SWIFT doesn't need any help. Now, they may get their piece of the pie and tie into SWIFT and FedNow and tie up with JP Morgan, but when it's all said and done, guys, the same players, Microsoft, Google, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all those players that dominate the flow of money and dominate pretty much everything in the world, BlackRock, they're going to dominate crypto, because this was the first time in history that average people, right, Vitalik, and people like that front ran corporate America and the banks and the government. And look what's happening to the exchanges. Look what happened to everyone that was front running in a big way. They're getting slapped down, they're getting walked over, and now corporate America, the banks, and primarily the US government, they've bought so much time. You're going to start to see the regulation and start to see everything explode, because corporate America already has everything almost in place. We're getting closer and closer. So the point of that rant, and I will stop ranting, is that when you hold a project like AVAX or XRP or XLM or any of the 22,000 projects, guys, they could disappear in a blink of an eye, because like Google and JP Morgan and BlackRock, they already have the customers, guys. Look what Coinbase just did for the layer 2s. It cloned Optimism. It literally cloned it. And now it's going to outperform it. And there's no token. You want to invest in Base, the layer 2? You're going to have to buy Coinbase. And that is the way it's going to work. A lot of these tokens are not going to be needed, and that's the future. And then, in my opinion, this is not a utility bull run. This is about hype and speculation of what can be. Probably the bull run after this one, the preceding one, or maybe even the one after that. That's when you're going to see projects drop like a rock. The ones that are really not getting the adoption, not making any money, and the sexy story is over. And then you're going to see, just like in 2000, you're going to see the Amazons, Microsofts, and Apples of the world come in and take over crypto. So for whatever that's worth, guys, I'm just saying the two risks I want you to be aware of. And believe me, guys, no one's more bullish than me, but two risks. When something takes out its all-time high, for it to 1x, 2x, 3x, 5x from there is an immense amount of risk from AVAX taking out its all-time high at $20. And then once the bull run is over and your favorite project gave you a 20x that you didn't take profit and it crashes, that 4 or 5 years for it to make another all-time high, if it does, guys, those are dog years. Anything can happen. Technology is advancing. These projects are getting better and better. Corporate America is coming after it. They can just clone these projects, and you got regulations going to kill a bunch of them. The risk is immense. All right, guys, no more rambling. But anyway, I like AVAX, and I don't think that we've missed the boat. As you can see in the historical thing, guys, it's a blip. It's barely got moving, and I have no doubt it's going to be changing gears when it takes out that $144 all-time high. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. And either way, come back and be part of this community. I'm going to try to give you as much alpha and help you along the way, because, guys, hopefully this is a wake-up call in the last 2 weeks. You need to have your act together and a plan in place, because it's going to get crazy, and you're going to get what you deserve, hopefully, out of crypto. And hype and luck is not going to do it. You got to have a strategy to compare your tokens, strategy of which ones to buy, and a strategy to get in and out of the market. All right, guys, good luck with all that. Come back and be part of this community. Sorry about the rant. Take care.